Hello, Torment again, and it's going to be a short episode of Torment this time. I've been meaning to do shorter episodes for a while, but today I am forced to, because I am booked in to meet friends at a restaurant soon. So, let us begin. Load! Okay, so I've been told by good old tipster Snow Demon Akuma that the first thing to do is to leave the hive quite quickly because there is, quote, a ton of side quests in the hive, a metric ton potentially, and the point is to do them a little bit later when I'm set up. So what I am informed I should do first is to go to Ragpicker's Square and unlock Mage. So I'll do that, but first of all, let's continue talking to the people in this bar, which will probably be the only thing that I actually do in this episode. So here's Mortai Gravesend, who wants to talk to me. Let's find out what Mortai has to say. This tiny, wizened man is dwarfed by his huge dustman robes. They look as if they were chosen to cloak his small stature. Well, I mean, I imagine they were. That's what a cloak is for. Oh, I see! You mean to cloak as in to hide the fact that he has a small stature. Well, it doesn't seem to have worked, because I can tell. Although he looks to be in his late 90s, the man is extremely energetic. He fidgets continuously, and his eyes dart around the bar like a bird's. Greetings. The man's eyes gleam as he takes your measure, and he gives a slight nod in greeting. Hail and well met, traveller. You look like one who is just getting their sigil legs about them. He trails off. Pardon me, have we met before? Your face seems familiar somehow. Okay, so I can say, are you certain it was me, or I don't remember? Well, I'm interested to know who knows me, and who's ever seen me before. Because, you know, I want to know what's going on with, like, me and that. So, possibly, are you certain it was me? Oh, well, maybe I was mistaken. Mortai shakes his head. Well, no matter, no matter. How is it that Mortai Gravesend may help you? Do you seek... He clucks his tongue as he speaks. The contract, perhaps? Contract? The contract? Why, it is but a simple transaction. From the depths of his huge robe, Mortai pulls forth a dusty parchment and a quill pen. I give you 50 commons in return. After death, the Dustman faction may claim your remains. He smiles, then clucks his tongue. What use will you have for them at that point anyway? Oh, interesting, okay. Now, I don't know if this is the only person who's doing this, or whether this is a thing that dustmen do generally. He seems to be talking as if people might know what this contract is, as if it's a fairly standard thing. And I guess this is where the dustmen get their, what, zombies from? This is where they get their zombies from? Yes, because you remember in one of the early episodes, there was someone who changed their minds about the contract, and was saying, like, I know that I've signed the contract, but after I die, I've changed my mind, I don't want to be raised as a zombie. And so it seems as if that was someone who, you know, signed the contract. Because you imagine a contract like this, people would sign it when they're about to die, if they know they're about to die. Well, I suppose the point is, because they're paid, then, you know, it's also if they're desperate and destitute. But then, I've made about 4 times the amount of money he's offering just by, like, waking up and walking out of the door and just talking to a couple of people, do you know what I mean? Just in the space of what is in game time, probably a couple of hours, if that, I've essentially amassed 4 times the wealth that he is offering. So it's obviously not that well paying of a contract. So I'd imagine it's mostly people who are about to die and feel like they don't have anything to lose. But there was someone who thought to themselves, right, well, I'm going to sign this contract, and then, you know, after that had enough time to change their minds and go, oh no, I have to get out of it. But the tone of their pleading to be let off the contract suggests that that's something that doesn't usually happen, that they're difficult to get out of, or impossible to get out of. Now, in my case, I can't really afford to let the Dustmen have my remains, because I'm going to remain in them. I will remain in my remains. In fact, I am my remains now. So I can ask, what do the dustmen do with the body? 50 coppers for my corpse? Very well, I'll sign. Or some questions. Well, I'm going to ask what they do with the body, because I know what they do with the body, but let's find out what the advertisement says. Mortai holds up his hands as if he doesn't know. What does it matter? It's of no consequence when you pass on. It matters to me. Well, if you must know, oft times, nothing is done with the body, and it is we, the dustmen, who've wasted all that money. More fools us. Mortai gives a light smile, then looks apologetic. But really, there are times when the workers in the mortuary need to be replaced, and then we may have a need for your body. You mean I'll be animated as a corpse and put to work in the mortuary? That doesn't sound good. Oh, but no harm is done, no pain. Mortai raises a finger as if to emphasize the point. And there's no danger. In exchange for the money you can spend in this life, you merely have to give us something that you'll have no need of anyway once you've died. Mortai taps his chest. I signed the contract myself, if you must know. I shall have no need of my body when I pass on. This is too hard of a sell. He's not telling me the full story here, or perhaps he is, but he doesn't know it. This feels like a swindle. So I'm going to pass on that, but for now, let's ask him some other questions. Okay, so I can ask him about some of the patrons. Let's remind ourselves who everybody is, because it's been a little while since I recorded the last one. Can you tell me about Sarah? Yeah. Now, we know her ourselves and we formed our own opinion of her, quite like Sarah, but let's see what this guy thinks of her. Because he'll have a different opinion, because if he's like a proper dustman, he'll think that she's a heretic or something. A troubled initiate. I heard she contracted a sickness not long ago and it changed her. Now she seems bitter and angry and she doesn't speak of the dustman beliefs with the conviction she once did. I fear that bitterness is a passion that could jeopardize her position within the faction. A dustman not allowed to feel passions? Oh my, yes. Mortai frowns. Too much passion, too much emotion, prevents one from reaching the true death. To be passionate runs contrary to the philosophy of our faction. Oh, do you know what? Let's have a little recap. I kind of know about some of this stuff, and as the game goes on, I'll probably start skipping some of them, like asking the same questions to different people, but right now I'm still in the information gathering phase, so let's find out what he thinks about the true death. The true death is the state of peaceful oblivion all dustmen aspire to, and help all others reach. He clucks disapprovingly. Anything that ties a soul to this life is shunned by our faction, whether these ties are possessions or emotions. You see, passions act as an anchor on the soul, preventing it from reaching the true death. He shakes his head. Very bad, very bad. This guy seems like a full-on dustman, but he seems alright. You know, I keep expecting them to be really, like, culty. But, you know, they actually do just seem to be people with an interesting belief system, so fair enough. Now I'm only allowed to ask him about Sarah, so perhaps I have to speak to everybody before I'm allowed to ask him about them. Okay, let's see what else I can ask him. Have you seen a journal? Well, no one's ever going to say that. And Farod? Well, alright, let's just find out. He doesn't know about the journal. I'm searching for a man named Farod. He's one of those collectors, isn't he? I know little of him. I think Initiate Emmerich mentioned him in passing. Mortai glances round. Emmerich should be round here in the bar somewhere. He can usually be found in the far corner, at the head table, I believe. Now, I wonder if that means I can now ask about Emmerich. Nope. Okay then. Oh, Mortai nods as you turn to leave. He has a strange expression on his face. Is there something wrong? Forgive me, I must ask again. Are you sure we haven't met before? Possibly. I do not recall you. Oh. Well, no matter. Farewell, Mortai. Yes, farewell, farewell. Mortai studies you as you leave, and you hear him mutter under his breath, something about that one. Well, so that guy's obviously, you know, seen me before. But the fact that he doesn't recognise me makes me think that I now look significantly different than I did initially. Based on everything that the game has told me, I would say maybe I wasn't as cut up and maybe I wasn't as withered and corpse-like, you know, when he last saw me. But taking the intro into account, I wonder if he saw me when I was the guy that goes, ah, and then turns into the Nameless One. Is that the Nameless One he's turning into? It looks like it is. So perhaps I used to be that guy, and, you know, rather than that just being a... Because what that could be is a nightmare. You know, it's one of those things where the person looks in the mirror and sees the thing they will become, or the thing that they truly are, or whatever. But it could be that I actually genuinely was that person once, and he met that person. Okay, well, let's go looking for this old Emmerich, then. I know I've found him before. Said he usually sits at the far table. Is this the far? But yes, here he is. Hello, Emmerich. Oh, look, a coloured-in zombie. A different kind of zombie. It said zombie bodyguard. I'll investigate that later. You see a heavy-set man with dark skin and grim features. He is dressed in dustman robes and is regarding you with a stony gaze. Greetings. You have the look of one... the man's voice is like stone settling. Ooh, what does that sound like? You have the look... My voice sounds like that. You have the look of one lost. Did the wind send you, or are you here with purpose? Who are you? I am Emmerich, factotum. I can't do the same voice for both of them, that doesn't work. Hello, I'm Emmerich, factotum and initiate of the Fourth Circle. Yes, I think that's better. That differentiates him from the Nameless One nicely. Is this your bar? If you measure ownership in copper, this is not my establishment. If you measure ownership in spirit, it is mine. He pauses as if trying to emphasise a point. The dustmen here are my students. They're under my protection. Can I ask you some questions? Okay, so I've already asked him if this is his bar. I could ask him to tell me about the Dustman faction. I'd like to join the Dustman faction. I can ask about the dead contracts. Or I can ask about the Journal of Pharaoh. Let's start with the contracts. I'm interested in those at the moment. Do you wish to sign the dead contract? What is it exactly? Well, in exchange for 50 copper commons, the dead contract gives the Dustman faction the right to see your corpse after death. Do you wish to sign the dead contract? No. Alright, that didn't really tell me anything I didn't already know. In fact, it told me absolutely nothing that I didn't already know. What will he tell me about the Dustman faction? Dustmen seek the true death. Some call it oblivion, but this is incorrect. To Dustmen, the true death is freedom from the chains of this false life. False life?
This life that many cling to with their emotions is a false existence. As long as one clings to it, they will continually be reborn into it. One must divest themselves of emotion to escape this cycle.
That's interesting, isn't it? Because that is what seems to have happened to me. Although I got the impression from talking to all the dustmen so far that they, they're talking in a more spiritual sense, that perhaps they're not talking literally, that it's just a spiritual belief that they have. But now I'm starting to think that it actually literally is, that you are, in fact, reborn into life if you're tied to all your emotions and so on. So the only question is, why does this surprise the guy at all? Why doesn't it happen to absolutely everyone all the time? Why isn't there a more robust system in place that helps people not be mistaken for a corpse and be carted off to the mortuary? And frankly, if everyone comes back to life again after they've died, then death means nothing here to anyone, let alone just me, the player character. Anyone can, be killed and then come back to life and carry on with their lives. I mean, what's all this about signing the dead contract? Why do these people expect anyone to ever leave remains? I do want to know more about this, but I need to find someone who'll talk to me a bit more in depth about it. And you know what? There's a little voice at the back of my head that's telling me that might be Farrod. That maybe Farrod, in giving me his, outsider's alternative take on all of this, he might actually have more to say about it than these guys. Can you tell me about how your faction is organized?
Dustmen are organized into 5 circles. The 5th circle is made of the lowest rank of dustmen, initiates. The 1st circle is comprised of the highest ranking dustmen, the ruling body of our faction.
Okay, I had some other questions. Okay, let's do Journal and Farrod. Journal.
These eyes have seen no journal.
Very well, and Farrod.
I would know why you seek the Collector Farrod.
Okay. Why, is there something wrong? Because my other options were to say things like, I just want to talk to him, or he stole something from me, but I think this way I'll find out what this guy's opinion of Farrod is.
The Collector Farrod has brought many corpses to the mortuary of late. One must ask where these bodies are from.
Tell me more about the bodies. Yeah, because I might be one.
Some are recent dead. They still have their last moments in their eyes. Many more bodies are centuries dead. The dust of ages lies upon their bones. One must ask where these bodies are from.
Yeah, I know, you said. Perhaps I could find out where the bodies are from. Oh, yeah, I can offer to help.
How would you do such a thing?
Well, I'd track down Farrod and ask him.
If you spoke with the Collector Farrod and returned with his answers, you will have done a great service for the Dustmen. Find where the dead he brings to us are from, and you will be rewarded.
Very well. I will bring Farrod, speak to him, and find out where these dead bodies he brings you are from. Emmerich nods.
Your path is our path. Return here when you have the Collector Farrod's answers.
Can you tell me where he is?
It's not known to me where the Collector Farrod is. He hides from the eyes of the Dustmen. I would seek other collectors.
Do you know, I'm so sorry. This is just too annoying a voice. I will not for another moment damage your psyches with it. It's not known to me where the Collector Farrod is. He hides from the eyes of the Dustmen. I would seek other collectors and ask them your question. He hides from the eyes of the Dustmen. Well, if they're looking for him, why don't they just ask the post outside and they'll just point in the direction? Never mind. Very well, I had some other questions. And I don't think I actually do have any other questions. Okay, bye. All right. Now, he seemed like an important character because everyone kept talking about him and he's named, but didn't really say very much of interest. So let's find out what the difference between a zombie that's coloured in and a zombie that isn't. Oh, it's not. It's just that some are blue and some are sort of reddish. Fair enough. I wonder if the blue ones are older. The zombie gazes at you with vacant eyes. His lips have been stitched closed and bandages are wrapped several places round his body. The faint smell of alcohol emanates from the corpse. So, anything interesting around here? The zombie continues to stare at you. Alright, great talking to you, farewell. This zombie here. He's having trouble getting to that zombie. You know, just in case there's something about a zombie that's interesting. The zombie gazes at you with vacant eyes. His lips have been stitched closed. Bandages are... Yeah, it's exactly the same. Okay, okay. There's some barrels over there. I wonder if... Yes! Oh, there's a telly. There's a Flintstones movie telly. This looks like a mirror, but there is no reflection of the bar in it. Whoa, okay, that's weird. Not in any of these barrels, I wonder. Nothing.
All right.
Nothing.
Done.
And nothing, but I can put things in them. I guess as a form of storage. If I put something in there, you know, would it be still there next time I entered the room? I wonder if there's anything I don't need. Cobblestone, I don't remember getting that. Don't remember getting that. So let's have a look in my inventory. What's this? This is a polished cobblestone. Oh yes, that was lodged in the zombie's skull. It still has traces of brain matter dripping from it. Lovely. Okay, so basically everyone has told me that Oh, gates. These gates are made of a featureless black metal. There doesn't appear to be any way to open them. Okay, so viewers have been telling me that based on the way I seem to want to play this game, there's a few things that I ought to be doing. Among them, going and becoming a mage and putting more points into wisdom. So that's what I'm going to try to do. There's another gate the same. Okay, that's what I'm going to try to do. And the way to do it is apparently to head to Ragpicker's Square. Now, of course, I don't immediately know where that is, but I'm going to try and find out. Let's have a little word with this barmaid zombie over here. Hello, zombie. This female corpse is dressed in a heavy burlap shirt, covered with food and wine stains. Her lips have been stitched closed, and her arms and legs have been wrapped in several layers of bandages. The bandages seem to have been soaked in preservatives to keep the corpse fresh. As a result, the corpse's rotting odour has been replaced with an equally repulsive vinegar smell. So, doing anything later? The zombie continues to stare at you. As you turn away, you notice Mort staring at you.
Hey? Hey?
What is it?
Did you see the way that cadaverous beauty was staring at me?
Mort's teeth chatter as if in anticipation.
She was looking for some lucky cutter to thaw her coffin.
Please don't start this again. Mort ignores you and becomes thoughtful.
I don't really mind the attention, actually. It's just that I like to be seen as something more than just a skull, you know? I have feelings that go beyond my base animal instincts. I want courtship, not some fortnight fling around the mausoleum.
So I can say, keep it up and I'm going to fling you somewhere. Or, Mort, you are a skull. Nobody can help but see you as a skull. Accept it. I wonder if that will open some little discussion about what he really is. A mimir. Let's find out.
Yeah, well, I may be just a skull, but I've got a big heart.
Actually, you don't have one of those.
What were you, dumped into my life to spit on my dreams and aspirations? Fine, be that way then. I don't have a heart, but I do have a soul.
Actually, I'm betting that you don't. Forget it. Let's go. That's nice.
I'm gone.
Little bit of party banter. It's an RPG.
All right.
See if there's anything in that barrel. Oh, yes, what's that? It's just rags. Don't need that. I bet I can pick some more up in Ragpicker's Square. These bubbling tanks are dispensing their contents into wooden kegs. There is a faint smell of vinegar in the air. Oh, that's what she's been embalmed with, I guess. Same with that one. Okay.
All right.
Anything I can do? The bar is made from a green stone that seems to evaporate any liquid that touches it. Cool.
Done.
Oh, there's another barrel. Just have a little look. Just check. You know, you got to root through the old treasure chests, haven't you? Nope. Okay. So I think I'm done in the bar. Unless, is this over here? Is this somewhere I haven't been? Or is that... No, okay, that's just, I just wondered if, because it was dark around the edge, if that was like fog of war, but no, it's just not my immediate vicinity, so it goes dark. Alright then. Ooh, awaiting death. I don't think I've talked to awaiting... Mind you, they're all awaiting death. Before he was a young dustman, with stubble on his chin and dark circles beneath his eyes, he's staring at the wall with a somber expression. Greetings. The dustman doesn't look up. He stares straight ahead as if he's seeing something several leagues beyond the walls of the bar. Can I ask you some questions? The dustman doesn't respond. He keeps staring into the distance. Farewell, then. As you turn to leave, the dustman suddenly speaks, his voice barely a murmur. You have to strain to hear the words. You think he said something about wanting to die. What did you say? The boy's expression does not flicker. Do you want to die? Ooh, what a deep question that is. So I can decide what I want. I can either say no and it be the truth, or I can say yes and it be the truth, or I can lie and say yes. Or I can say, I don't know, do you want to die? Or I can say, are you threatening me, boy? Well, I'm not that kind of character in this, so... I think this one is the more inquisitive. Do you want to die? Yes. And I can ask, why do you want to die? Or, why don't you want to live? Which seems rather similar, but the emphasis is slightly different. And then, why haven't you killed yourself already? Seems a bit unkind. Hasn't done anything to me yet to warrant that, so... Why do you want to die? I mean, I know why. It's because he's a dustman, but let's see. So what's the best way of asking a dustman why he wants to die? If I ask, why do you want to die, that's talking about the active act of dying. Whereas, why don't you want to live, puts the emphasis on the things that he might miss, that he might leave behind. I actually know the answer to why he wants to die, so I'm going to put this, see if I can find out anything about his life. This is living? He bares his teeth and his hands clench. This existence is a mockery of life. I do not wish to continue the charade any longer. Death is silent, comforting. So I can say, trust me, it's not, or maybe after the first death. Trust me, it's not refers to the fact that I'm now tromping around trying to make sense of things around me. Maybe after the first death? I'm not really sure what that means, so I'm going to say it. The dustman blinks, then sneers. The first death? What? Were you resurrected? So I can say, resurrected, as if I don't even know what he means. Try and kill me then, see what happens. Oh, that'd be fun. I could come back and say, hi. Would you like to see? Oh, that'd be cool. Or I can say, I don't know. I've yet to see what lies beyond death and remember it. If I die again, perhaps then I could speak of it. Or I can say, if I ever die and remember, I will return and speak of it to you. Then you may gauge whether I lie or not. Farewell. Yes, that's a point, because I've allegedly died, but I don't actually remember that happening. I don't have any memories of my previous life, do I? So I don't know how I died. I don't know who I am. So what's the difference between this one and that one? I'm not really sure what the difference between those two are, but I kind of prefer this one, so I'm going to say that. The dustman blinks, then sneers. You lie. No man can die more than once, not without being resurrected by mighty magics. Now this is interesting, isn't it? Resurrected? Resurrected, brought back to life. The magic required is indeed powerful. Aha! Now I can ask who might be capable of such power, and I might get a clue as to what happened to me. Bloing. A powerful sorcerer, or priest, or one of the powers, but not anyone I know, he frowns, and I don't believe you know of anyone of that sort either. Now the wording is getting a bit confusing, because why wouldn't he believe I can die? What's in question here is whether or not I can come back afterwards. I've already said a version of this, so I'll say it again. Okay, there we go. So that's the end of that. Now, if anyone wants me to try and convince him to actually kill me, then do say so in the comments, and we can come back and do that, I imagine. Okay, so I'm not going to do very much more for this episode. All right. If I can find the way out. Anyway, there it is. I'm not going to do very much more for this episode because, as I said, I want this to be a short one. So I've now cleared out the rest of the bar and of things to do, and there we go. But now it's been suggested to me that I ought to go straight to Ragpicker's Square. Now, what I can't remember is where that is. Oh, I know. I can ask the Zombles. Right. I can ask the Post. Hi, the Post. I want to know where Ragpicker's Square is, please. Now, I can't remember how to ask it where things are, so let's just try some stuff. Well, does Farrod live in Ragpicker's Square? I feel like he might do. So perhaps if I head towards Farrod, then I'll find Ragpicker's Square there. And vice versa. Okay, so I'm going west, which, in a game like this, is left.
I'm gone.
Is it starting to get slightly lighter, I wonder? 6:17 a.m. Yes, it probably is.
Done.
Okay, so actually 3 hours have passed while we're in the bar. That's quite a long time compared to everything else that's been going on. I wonder if I just sort of, left it on without saving for quite a while at some point and time passed. Oh, watch out for the hive thug. What's going on here in these... Are these bushes? Vines with black leaves. The stems look extremely sharp. Okay, watch out for those then. Alright, so let's leave this map and go west. Uh-oh. Oh, they were fast. Dark Alley Shiv. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. This guy sneaked up on me. Greetings, stranger. Looks like you're in Dark Alley Shiv territory now. Looks like you've got a purse that could use some lightning. You better pray it's got enough. Oh, dear me. Is this the scary alley that did me in on my first playthrough and stopped me from playing the game? So I can say, I need to talk to your leader, or how much do you need? Or I'd like to see you try taking it with holes in your skin. Or bluff, I already paid this time through. Well, is Farrod their leader? I don't think he is. I think I might try and flee. I'm going to try and flee. Flee! I'm
gone.
Oh yeah, hold run. Wow, I didn't flee very well there, did I? Hold run. Hold run. Right. It's becoming morning. I don't know why these guys are still out and about. Right, come on then, let's bifftyboof him. Bofty. Bifty. 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 Bifftyboof. Got him. Hey, and I've nicked his £4. Not be a very good thief. Okay. Well, the scary music's still playing, but I think it's just getting to the end.
I'm gone.
There we go. And I've healed a little bit. Okay, well, let's be safe then and save there. We're going to carry on, don't worry. Let's start a new one in case this episode didn't record. Episode 10.5. Oh. Pfft. Episode 10.5. And now, let's go back to that place. So I've got to get through those thugs. That's what I've got to do. But can I do it? What's that? A wooden shack constructed of charred timbers and rotten termite-infested wood. Do you know what? Let's try it. I've saved. Let's see what we can do. Biff! Oh, I don't think this is going to go well. Done. Oh no, I'm going to die. 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 Oh, I died.
Don't let it end like this.
Oh dear. Oh yes, that's right. Oh, go on. Let's actually have this. Let's take this learning experience. Let's see what happens when we die and resurrect. Nothing.
What's up?
I was just going to talk to you. Oh, I know. I'm going to talk to Mort about this. Initiate dialogue. Or dial. I don't really know what the difference is between those two things. So is there anything here about me waking up after death? Ah, there isn't, but... Oh, these are interesting! You said you're a meme, and how did you die? Well, I'm going to start with how did you die. How did you die, Mort?
No idea, Chief. I kind of forgot when I died. Can't say I blame myself much. At least there was something waiting for me after I died, even if it is a life as a floating skull. I mean, it could have been worse.
Okay, so confirmation, if confirmation were needed, that it wasn't a floating head before. What happened to your body?
I don't know, alright, it's just gone.
Mort glares at you.
But don't think I miss it, because I'm happy just the way I am, and I don't need your half-wit judgments or snide remarks, alright?
I see. I had some other questions. You said you're a mimir. How do we decide we pronounce this? Is it mimir or mima?
Yeah, a meme is a floating encyclopedia. You put information in, you get information out.
Oh, that's it. Alright then. Talk to you again later. So, I've got to remember how to get out of here now. Oh, I know. I have to go and find that portal. Where's the stairs? There's the stairs. I want to go there. Well, I want to go there. Okay, so if I just click on that and then just sort of wait. Here they come. Here they come. Here they come. Okay, and then downstairs. Is there a portal on this floor? Portal? Portal? Yes, it's there, isn't it? Let's Duntalon over to there. Where are you? There you go. Woo, there they are. There we go. Everybody in.
Done.
And we exit through the sarcophagus room, and here we are. And yeah, it's lighter now because it's 7:21 a.m. Lovely. There's a dustman. There's a hive dweller. Hive dweller. Right, now I won't talk to them right now because they're going to give me all sorts of missions, and I've been told to go straight to Ragpicker's Square, but I don't know how I'm going to manage that. What's in there? Is that the hive? Is that the dusty bar? Yeah.
All right.
Couldn't really see it in the dark, so I didn't know what it looked like. Oh, how am I going to get to Ragpicker's Square? This is tricky. Okay, well, I'll save again. Oh dear. Oh, so there are. Okay, well, I can bifftyboof him.
Did you see that?
In fact, if I stay
gone.
back... Hey! Alright. Save episode 10.5 again.
Done.
Okay. And now let's see if Let's see if this area is any better in the day. Nope, it's not. It isn't any better. This is really bad for me. Oh dear. I've found 2 pounds. Lol, 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 lol. I've got your 2 pounds. They belong to me now. Lol, 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 lol. Razor Angel? Oh, I don't know if I want to talk to a Razor Angel. What ho, traveler! You're in Razor Angel territory now. Go talk to Crystal, our leader. She'll have something to say to you. Alright. Cool, cheers. Alright. Oh, brilliant! Oh, great! So they're the Dark Alley Shivs, like that's the name of a gang. And then they're the Razor Angels, and they're just going to have a little fight among themselves. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hang around and see if there's any pickings at the end of this little fight. Or even during it. I don't know, over here. Just, da-da-da-da-da. Just gonna help myself to some stuff. La 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 la. Do 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 do. Don't want that. La 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 la. This is fun.
I'm gone.
There we go. Just 2 Dark Alley Shivs left, and I'll just see if I can't skip out on them. This is a burnt-out building. Its timbers creak and groan. It sounds very unstable. I just gained experience. This is a wooden structure made from burnt shingles and other cast-off roofing materials. Did Mort finish them off?
Right.
Nice one, Mort. Do you know what? You get to pick up that. There you go. You got a bronze ring now, and a bronze bracelet. In fact, why not hoover up everything else that there happens to be? There's a copper earring, and there's what? Hey, 7 quid. Nice one. I imagine we can probably sell some of this stuff somewhere down the line.
Good as done.
Okay. Dirty rat charm. That must be Splinter's favorite.
Okay. Sure, why not?
Alright, there we go. Do you know what? I don't know if that'll go as well as that another time, so I'm going to save again. That was great. Yeah, I'm abusing saves here. Okay, so I need to go even further west than this. Can I get, like, through this anywhere? Is there a way through? I can't really see what I'm looking at here. It's a little bit... The graphics are a bit 90s. What's this? A smouldering ash pit that gutters briefly in the light breeze. There's another Razor Angel. They seem to be perfectly nice. Oh. Right. Ah, that Razor Angel. Not as keen on me. Seems to think that I'm an evil one. Ah. Right. Okay, bye. Yeah. He critically missed there. How do I get through? Crate of worthless perishables. Ah, down here. The reason I'm not fighting him is I feel almost a sort of allegiance to them because they help me out so much.
Done. I'm gone.
I no longer feel allegiance.
Done.
Get out. Ah, what a mess. What a place.
All right.
Ah, I'm trying to find a way through, but I can't find a way through.
I'm gone. All right.
Okay, like it.
Gone.
Oh.
Encore.
Oh, I've got to do this again. Oh.
Sick of dragging your corpse back here with my teeth.
Oh, is that what you do? Oh, all right. Okay. Okay. Right, do you know what? It's so much simpler to just go back to where I was. Okay, so here we are. Oh, I can better select those without those corpses in the way. There we are. And then I think we're just left with a couple of bad daggers. Yep. Okay, so I can't get through here, really. Let's have a look at min-map. Is there a way through anywhere? The alley of dangerous angles. Oh, that's like a... Oh, that's actually a place. Aha! Is that where that guy wanted me to go and talk to Crystal? Oh. Nice little tent here. Looking, I think, a little bit FF7-ish. Oh, there's nothing in it. Okay, so maybe this is just a sort of a hiding place to... Oh. Oh. Oi, oi. Is my inventory full? Is that what's happening here? How about I swap it for a copper earring? Oh. Anything else in there? Oh yeah, my copper earring. They'll be cross about that when they find that. Oh. Okay, so maybe that was the purpose of this place. So that's my inventory full then. Ah, yeah. Was I picking up a set of these and I just sort of forgot to carry on doing that quest? This is going to be a problem, isn't it? If I've run out of inventory space, I mean, I can give some stuff to him for now. In fact, let's double up. Have I got any rat tails? Oh, no, I haven't. What's he got that I've already got and I can stack them? Bracelets and things. Okay, so if I give him that... I never used the Mortuary Sanctum key, did I? Let's give him some of those. Oh, I don't think I need that, do I? What's that? 2 to 7 slashing, speed 10, weight 10, axes, usable by fighters only. I am currently a fighter, but I'm gonna be a mage, so I can get rid of that soon. Now, it turns out that using the arm... Oh, I didn't realise it had a number. Number 985. Interesting. Did it have a number before? Is that one of the things that the mod does? I was about to say, and perhaps I ought to drop that, but maybe it's, you know, maybe it's important or can be used later or something. I don't need half of this, and I can probably throw them all away, but let's just give them to Mort for now anyway. Is there like a tidy up button? No, it's too old of a game for that. Do it ourselves. I do quite like the sound effects though. Let's have a look at this gold ring, see what that's all about. The exterior of this gold ring has a series of engravings on its surface. But you can't make out their significance. Whatever its past purpose, it might be worth quite a few coins to a local merchant. Yes, it might. Okay, then. Alright, let's venture out of here again. We've had a little heal. Don't want to talk to him. Is there any other, like, way past? Now that I'm not actively being chased after by thugs, I can, or gang members, or whatever you'd like to call them, gang members, I can have a bit more of a leisurely sort of click around and try to find the way out cursor. And I'm not finding one, so it seems like this is just a load of buildings here, just a big block of buildings, which is a shame for us because what we need to do is get west. Is he guarding it? Do I need to go past him? And to do that, I need to get rid of him. Oh, that's a shame, isn't it? Okay, well, let's save. Because I'm about to do something dangerous. And let's see if I can't get a surprise attack in. What's my strongest weapon at the moment? So I've got... Whoops. That's 1 to 3 piercing, that's 1 to 4 piercing, so straight away that's better than the scalpel. 1 to 6 crushing, 1 to 6 crushing. And I am also, for the moment, about to use 2 to 7 slashing. That seems better. Let's try that. Spadonk. Okay, let's sneak attack him, if that's a thing. Attack. Him.
Damn.
Oh! Rubbish! Okay. Okay, I got rid of him nice and easy.
Alright.
Can I now get past him? No, there's nowhere to click. Damn, I thought that it would open up a load of new places to click. Can I go in there? No. What can I do around here then? Alright, well perhaps it's down here then. Yes, look, there's a bit more map over here. Could this be it? Another burnt out building. Can't go there. Oh.
All right.
Do you know what?
I'm gone.
Seemed pretty strong, actually, so...
Hey,
Damn.
viewer, have you noticed? He's not holding a weapon on the game screen there. Probably means I've accidentally unequipped my weapon, doesn't it?
Good as done.
Oh dear, silly, aren't I?
Good as done.
Oh! Oh, I'm just Mort.
That's the me playing the game you can hear there. I'm the creepy me who's whispering in your ear.
Come on, name this one.
Okay, I'm gonna go now. I just wanted to say that he hasn't got a weapon in his hand.
Die.
Yay.
Oh, okay, bye.
What was that? What was that little graphic? Was that because I got a critical hit? I know about critical hits. That's a D&D thing, isn't it? Okay, see what everybody's got. They've got dirty rat charms. I ought to look up... Oh, no, I didn't want that. I ought to look up what dirty rat charms actually are. Let's find out. %, stealth skill. Pickpocket skill. Usable only by thieves. Oh! Usable only by thieves, so there's literally no point in me having them. Unless Mort's a thief. Nope. He's a fighter as well. Alright! Chuck 'em then. Screw it, I don't need them. Oh, I'm doing alright here. I'm not so bad at the fighting. Oh yeah.
Done.
What that was. Okay.
Done.
But I've still got nowhere to go.
Alright.
Oh. Here's a way
Done.
through. Oh no, I tried this one! Ah! How do I get
Gone.
through the alley of
Alright,
silly
done.
angles? The alley of silly old angles.
I'm gone.
How do I get through it? How? Is there anywhere up there I can go? No. Ooh, what's in it?
I'm gone.
Ooh. Ooh. Charm of infinite recall? I could do some infinite recall, then I might know what my memories are. Let's see if that's what it is. I bet it isn't, because that would be a bit of an easy way of getting to the end of the story. While practicing, some mage students, and I'm going to be a mage, so this might be useful, discovered a means to condense and store knowledge into a charm form. Wicked! This particular charm contains the entire resource library of the famed Charon School of Mages. Unfortunately, the effects of this charm are fleeting and the user is rendered unintelligible for a short period of time. Okay, so it sets your lore skill to 100, which presumably allows you to do, what, like every spell that ever existed briefly? This charm can be used to identify unknown items. Oh, I feel like I've got one of them. It can only be used on the quick item menu on the world screen. After the charm is used, the user must then enter their inventory screen. Okay. And right-click, i.e. examine, each item they want to identify. The charm will only allow the user to identify objects that are in his possession. Items in other characters' inventories cannot be identified this way. The effects of the charm are temporary and must be used quickly. Yes, now I seem to remember I've got something that wants identifying in that way. I wonder what it was. Was it these? No, okay, so right, and now I remember that what these are is they're runes of armor. So I can cast an armor spell, or if I've got a spell book, I can copy the spell down so that I've always got a rune of that. So that'd be good. I was sure I had something that needed identifying. Well, either I don't, or we'll deal with it another time. So there's nothing left in there, is there?
I'm gone.
Anything in this? No, that's worthless perishables, I remember. What a muddly sort of a muddle place.
We're being watched, Chief.
Oh,
Just
oink.
look natural. Casual.
Well, I think we've established that this is a dead end. Well and truly a dead end. But I think you'll agree that a couple of interesting and worthwhile things happened
Alright,
while I was here.
alright.
Oh. I'm just gonna have a little save there. Oh. Hi, Black Rose. This man moves with a frightening speed, and he seems only half there. His eyes burn out of his haze, and their madness pierces your heart.
You!
His voice is like a blast of cold air.
Declare your allegiance. Do you hold for good or evil?
Oh dear. I don't know which one he's on the side of.
I believe in aiding those less fortunate than myself. I choose good.
Or,
The idea of good is for the weak. I choose evil.
or, neither extremes are dangerous. Or,
Who are you?
I mean, I think I choose good. Let's just find out who he is.
I am Black Rose. I am a hunter and a hunger. I am a scourge. Now, declare your allegiance.
He doesn't sound very good. I kind of choose good. But that's because I tend to play good in things, because that's what I'm used to in games. You're the good guy. But in this world where everything's weird and the whole point is choosing more subtle things than that, for now... Ooh! Ah! Do you know what? Let's go with the heart. Good.
There is a man named Rotten William. He is a dark and deceitful man. He is the leader of the Dark Alley Shivs.
He sounds like he's deceitful with a name like Rotten William. William the Rotter.
He is the leader of the Dark Alley Shivs. Find him in this alley and slay him, and you will serve the cause of goodness. Fail, and evil shall rise. Refuse, and I shall slay you.
Oh. That's a tricky one, isn't it? Because assassinating people is not an unambiguously good act, is it? If you're trying to see it as a good act, it's really quite ambiguous that it's a good act. You could say it's a bad act. So I could say that I don't assassinate people, but then he'll try and kill me and I'll have to kill him. I don't have to actually do it, I can just tell him I will.
Alright, I'll do it. Hey, wait, go, now! I had some questions first. There are no answers! There is only action. Go! Fine.
Okay, now I'm gonna try. Ah! Where are these hostiles? Oh, there they are. It'd be funny if that was him. No, just normal people. Alright, well, I've killed enough of those, so might as well biff these. Oh dear, there's a couple I wasn't aware of down here. Okay, biff. Oh, nobody can hit each other!
Done. Alright.
Biff. My limited experience of playing D&D has been rather like this, by the way. You keep rolling dice to see if you can manage to simply hit somebody, and you never can.
Damn it. Damn it.
Oh, I keep clicking, but actually I just have to click them once, and they both just do it for a while. Finally! There we go. And now I should be able to save the game. Ah!
I'm gone.
You. Oh. How about now? How about now? Oh, right. I really do have to get them all. Oops. Oh, all the remains of a sedan chair. There are still some bloodstains on it. Whoops, there's one. Cool, there's a lot of...
Damn it.
I'm sorry about this. I know this is your territory and everything, but I need to save my game, so I have to kill you all.
Done. Done.
No court would convict. I'm an entirely innocent man. Now let me just steal all the bracelets and rings from your corpses. Because I feel like somewhere there will be a merchant who I could,
Sure,
sell
why not?
them to.
Good as done.
Alright. Done.
Right. Now can I save? Yes! Okay, let's save and let's call it... Part 11. There we go! I hope that was a shorter episode, but every time I hope it's a shorter episode, it turns out to be just as long, and I spend absolutely weeks having to edit the thing. So, let's just call it a day right there and then. Goodbye!